Hey, I'm Sonia Rankin from Rankin Helping Agents, and I figured I'd share a little bit of information that I found beneficial. And these resources I find to be free. I am a real estate agent in the Emerald Coast of Florida. I have 3 years experience in the business, and I've worked my butt off my first 3 years, more than a lot of new agents do. I took it on as a full-time role, and I just went all in, and I still am all in, and that's given me a lot of transactions and a lot of information in the arsenal, because from day one, when business was so slow, I took so much time and care to learn how they do it. How do successful agents get this business? Where does it come from? When does it just click? When will it click for me? So I just wanted to share a couple little resources that were absolutely free to me. These two resources are provided by two different lenders I know. So these are people who I've interviewed, lenders I asked questions and asked about their packages. I find them to be good lenders, and other agents have spoken well of them. So they are some of my three that I refer out when a buyer is looking for a pre-approval. So the first one we come to is, let me move my little window. The first one we'll come to is over here, and this is called Total Expert. So Total Expert is a really neat platform. It's also seconds as a CRM. Like for my brokerage is a growing brokerage. We're definitely not a small boutique brokerage that I would consider. I work with Realty One Group and Emerald Coast, but Realty One Group as a whole is getting to be a pretty big company. But some solo agents don't get a lot of resources. I'm not on a team. I am a solo agent. It's just me. I don't have a TC at this time. I do it all myself. But right here we have Total Expert. So Total Expert has a dashboard where it kind of gives you a little information. And I don't use this as much as I should for its intended purpose. But it is super helpful when it comes to specific things that I have used it for. So as we're going down, we see that there's campaign options, and so the campaign options are pretty beneficial. I went ahead and opened a new account so we can mess around with it on here, so you don't see a whole lot of what's going on. I didn't want to share customer information out of respect for them, but so you can come up with landing pages. So this right here is the lead capture app. So when people click on this, and this is all free, a lender provided it. So a lender typically pays for services like this so that it sweetens the deal when realtors work with them. So this is a free service. And so here's what it comes up with. It just provides a page for people to come to. So all I have to do, if I have my Facebook page or my Facebook page, my Instagram, my Twitter, all I have to do is just go into Twitter, copy this link, paste it in, paste my contact information and my brokerage information to be compliant below it, and just type above that, hey, would you like to know what your home could sell for? Would you like to know what your home is worth in this market? What could it sell for? Never give them any indication that it is a appraisal, of course, but would you like a CMA? Would you like to know what your home could sell for in this market? And it collects some information from people and allows them to be contacted by you. Now you have a potential seller lead, or you can nurture this lead into the time they are ready to sell. So I thought that was really neat. All you have to do is come up here to create, and you can just work on the layout, work on what type of page you would like, and it of course takes you to the domain here. So let's see if it gives me options. You can change the background, and you can make it where, of course, this agent sells it. This agent is providing the service for free to me, so it may include his contact information as a lender. But if I have an open house, I can share this page for an open house. All I have to do is copy and paste this, or I can go up here, click this button, go to create QR code, and now I can download that. That's my QR code that I print out and place in a picture frame. And when people walk in, I say, please sign in. You can scan that QR code up front, And then you have their contact information to collect leads for your open house. So there's lots of different resources here. I do really like their landing pages here, and also it shares on it kind of adds them to your CRM through this as you collect leads through this website or through this source. And then print marketing. So some lenders are willing to go in on marketing for you, paper marketing, print marketing. Let's say I wanted to do EDDM, which is every door direct mail. There's an option there. And it shows how much the lender is willing to split the cost of these being sent out with me. Then we have web marketing, different domains, social media where I can connect to. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, this is where I can add an existing domain, or let's go back and say social media. I can schedule a post as well. And for those of you that don't have content ideas, maybe you're new in the business and are not really sure, this is a great resource. So as you scroll down, there are options for me to just click over here and delete, or for me to share. So I've got LinkedIn, I've got Twitter, I've got my Facebook, and I could share posts. If I want to create a new post, I don't know, I'm a new agent, I don't know what to post on. I can select, hey, I guess I'll share something on my Facebook, and I guess I'll share my website link. And then I'll pick a day, I don't know, maybe we'll post something on the 27th. And then we can schedule a post. So more than that, I'd love to share some content that they had, content ideas we can create new perhaps. Social media posts. So when we create new, we go to social media posts, it's going to give us options to choose from of like, well, what do we want to post? What do we want to post about? This is really neat. I like this. And of course, it goes ahead and gives all the legal jargon down below, which is great. So let's figure out how to post this bad boy. So I'll go to actions and I'll go to share. I could download it and just upload it individually, or I can just go ahead and click the different social media outlets I already have uploaded, pick a date, and then I can schedule it. Now that's going to be posted on the 28th. So another resource that I think is absolutely great is the resource that is called List Reports. Now this is another one of those services, apps, pieces of technology that is provided by a lender. So I have a lender that I met when I first started in the real estate business, and she has shared list reports with me for free. So just like Total Expert, you can call different lenders, or lenders are probably going to call you, and you can interview them and see if they're a good fit for your business, the way they handle themselves and the way they handle their customers. And then you can say, hey, do you happen to offer Total Expert? Do you happen to offer list reports? And these are things sometimes a lot of lenders are pitched these ideas or these services, and then you can use them as a free resource from your lender in most cases. So this is slam-packed with social media content. You can just scroll on through different imagery, different like news report style postings. You can go ahead and scroll, find credit repair. Think about the topics, and every month they have brand new topics in here for you to choose from. Happy home anniversary. If you know it's their home anniversary, you don't even have to make up a card. You can go ahead and send them that email. What I mainly love is marketing kits. So this makes you look awesome, makes you look like expert web designer. When I list a property, I go ahead and send them an email where they can find the MLS link, and I say I've also started 2 or 3 or however many websites to promote their business. So I've created a website just for your business, and this is a single page website. So different listings of the past. Right here, this property is still available for sale. So I can view the list pack that it automatically generated for my listing. So my computer's running a little slow, sorry. It's one of those days. right. So it knew through my MLS data that I had a new listing inserted into the MLS, and it knows everything about it. So it's given me the opportunity to do this or that. That's fine. You can update my marketing kit. That's okay. Okay, so we moved to another property because that was taking a long time to upload. But this has you covered throughout the entire process of your transaction. I can post these images for just listed. I can post these images if I have a house and we're doing an open house. I can post these images while we're under contract. It does it all for me. I don't have to sit there and design it or hire somebody to design images for me. I can go here and recently sold. So if it sells, when it sells, that's the one. When it sells, I can just click in here, and it's going to give me some options for social media posts to share with everybody that, hey, I got this property sold, my sellers are happy. So let's see what it comes up with as an option. Okay, here are some of my options. Beautiful. Recently sold, that looks great. Let's see what this other template is. Recently sold, that looks pretty good too. This one should have 3 pictures for me. Oh wow, that looks nice. I like that one. But it gives me options for sharing properties as they're just listed, open house, under contract, and sold, which is great because each one of those posts show the world and your sphere of influence that you are working actively as a real estate agent, and that builds credibility and is so important for your early career. So we can go to shareables, and there we go. We've seen this already, all kinds of fun things to share. The list packs. The list packs include a website and actually a few different website options for you to tell your sellers, like, hey, I've got a website, here's the link, you can find to it, because some of us have CRM programs that really do help with that. But if you don't, this is a great resource that like in this case, my lender provides this for free to me. So as we're scrolling along, these are actually list packs, excuse me. So the list pack is a way of sharing listings from the MLS. And of course, I can't go and share one listing belonging to Susie so-and-so with such and such real estate. That wouldn't be right unless I ask for written permission. But it shows a generic image, which is perfectly fine to share listings, and then it takes you to the MLS listings without you having to share just one property specifically that might accidentally belong to another brokerage and get yourself in trouble. So it shares a generic image, and we're looking at high-end properties right here. We want to view those, and these are some surrounding cities to my area, and it already has these uploaded and ready to go. So not only does it have a nice cover picture, and it says what they're going to be looking at when they click high-end homes, it also includes a copy and paste text section that you can share on social media. Like, let's say you start a Facebook group and you want content for it. I've got a Facebook group geared toward off-base housing. So this is what I use for those who, we live near like 4 or 5 military bases. So I want to be able to help out those military folks. And I'm also MRP, so my mind automatically goes to them anyway, among other people, of course. But so you can either download the image or you can right click and save it, or you could just directly share to Facebook or your email, send via email. But when you copy this text, it copies that information for you. And there was this particular one actually had an issue with it where it wasn't, I think I had the specific area of search too narrowed down to where it wasn't showing a bunch of properties. But for instance, what may be better than, hey, look at these high-end houses, speak to the common person, speak to people that are your market or your ideal customer. So we could always go to like homes under 500K, because that's what we find. A lot of people are like, God, why are they so much? Every house on the market is $500,000 or $700,000 plus. Well, hey, here I'm catering to you. Here's houses that are 500K. I'll share the big expensive ones too. But here are houses that are under 500K. So you can copy the link, share that link in your social media. You could just straight up share it to Facebook right now. Hang on a second, let me log in. So like I said, I had a Facebook group, and it's off-base housing group. And this is only for locals, and there's a couple questions where they can ask, hey, yeah, I want to look for housing, or I'm not looking, or I'm a real estate agent, and then they can get accepted into the group. But right here we have homes for sale under 500K, and it's listed by me, and it's going to my Facebook group. I'll hit post, and that's there. So as soon as they click onto it, it's going to take them where I want them to go. It's going to take them to the houses that are under 500K, which is great for people who are searching and they're under a certain budget. So I'll always share houses that are under 500K. I'll share houses that are under 300K, or condos under 300K near the beach. Like, think about what people are asking. You can ask ChatGPT questions like, what are people searching for when they look for a condo? What are the most common Google searches under real estate? And it can give you a lot of information about what to expect or to anticipate, different tags or information that you can share. So it's brought me over here. It went ahead and opened up a property immediately, which is great, but I can scroll on through. Oh man, I listed a house just like that, not in Definiak Springs though. But there you go. There's some houses that are between 250 and 500K, and somebody comes on here, they say, wait a minute, oh, I'm open to cheaper houses now. I don't mind spending 75K, which is very uncommon for our area, but for instance, I'm sharing that. And then it will go ahead and adjust that search, and they can see less expensive properties. Now they're seeing properties under 200,000 or so. Or they're like, no, I mean, we are pre-approved for up to 600K, so we might as well go ahead and see what's out there. And so now they're just going through here, and my information is right there in the corner because I went ahead and set up a profile when my lender provided me this service. So this again is list reports. The channel for looking at properties they use is called Robin, and this is it never cost me a penny. I refer this lender because she does great work, and it's an extra perk that she's nice enough to provide this service. Total Expert is provided to me by another lender, and he does great work, so I will refer him. And from time to time, and I'm happy to have this free service. So I figured I would go ahead and share list reports and Total Expert. So when you're talking with lenders, or if you have a lender you have a good relationship with, you've done a couple of deals with, you can say, hey, do you offer any technology like list reports? Do you offer Total Expert, or do you offer HomeBot? HomeBot's excellent for getting into those getting to the sellers, because HomeBot, you can type in somebody's information, somebody who was maybe a seller lead, and now they'll receive these really cool, intricate emails that talk about their specific home and the value of their home and what it looks like in the larger scale of this market and this economy. And I personally don't have that yet, HomeBot. But I have a friend who's an agent. She's like, oh yeah, I went ahead and bought it on my own, and she sends me these reports on my own house. She's like, can I test it on you? I said, yeah. And I click it every single time, and I scroll through. I'm a real estate agent. I know my numbers. I know my house's value, but I scroll through it every single time. So HomeBot, HomeBot, is a great resource. You can ask your lender if they provide that. List reports, you can ask your lender, hey, do you provide any technology like list reports? And then Total Expert, hey, do you provide any technology such as Total Expert? And they'll tell you, and they're happy to share that because they're likely already paying for it, and it's a resource to sweeten the deal for you for the business you share with them. And like I said, I always share 3 different lenders, and there's certain lenders I feel are a great fit for so-and-so, so I'll say, hey, this lender right here I think would be a great fit for you, such and such. Here are 2 other options, and they're all good lenders in the area, but I think this one has really great packages for military relocation or whatever their specific need is, if it's true. So always make sure to share your lenders that help you out and the ones that you already interviewed. Choose your lender based on their work ethic and their values, if they're in line with yours, and then the way they treat their customers, not based on the resources they give you. But it's always nice when you've got a wonderful, caring lender who takes care of your people and also offers some resources. So That's it. This is Sonia Rankin with Rankin Helping Agents. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you kill it this week and in the future to come. Bye.